to launch a crackdown. It's France. They do this every 6 months. At Destiny, no reason. The French are retards who just burn their shit down for no reason every 2 years. More than 40,000 police officers mobilized to patrol cities across the country. Since Tuesday, more than 2,000 people have been detained and more than 500 police officers and gendarmes have been injured, according to CNN calculations based on numbers released by the Interior Ministry. In Paris alone, 5,000 security personnel were deployed. Officers were given powers to quell riots, make arrests, and restore Republican order. French Interior Minister Gerard Darmanin said, what are these names, bro? Wait, what? To address extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulation, we've applied the following temporary limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 posts a day, unverified accounts to 600 posts a day, new unverified accounts to 300 posts a day. What does a post mean? Like just clicking on a tweet? What the f? So if I'm on like my home page and I just start scrolling, did I just read 5? Am I using up like all of my daily tweets? That was like 10 tweets 10 posts I just read. Oh shit. This is per day, right? Oh man, be careful. Don't burn through your tweet rations. Jeez. In Paris alone, 5,000 security personnel were deployed. Obviously given power to okay. Overseas French stories have also witnessed protests. A man was killed by a stray bullet in Cayenne, capital of French Guyana, during riots on Thursday. Police have also detained at least 28 people in riots in Réunion, a French territory in the Indian Ocean, according to authorities there. What the f are these places? Hold on. Bro, you think I know where any of these places are? Oh, I kind of did. Why are there even islands out here? Was this like some DLC shit that I missed? It's a part of France. It's not independent. I remember when I was in Aruba, I think they have like 4 languages in this country. They speak Dutch here. They've got some weird language called Papiamento. And then there's 2 other ones that they speak as well. Oh, and they learn English and Spanish. A ton of people on this island are like quadlingual.
The entire thing is on camera. The car jerked forward and the police shot at him.
Oh, your mom actually jerked me forward. And then I shot her. Do you know what I mean? You know what I love the most about Kick Chat? You know what the best thing is about you guys? You're never mind, fuck. I was gonna say you don't have haha. Just kidding. I'm deleting that emote. Okay, no more of that shit. Rate limit exceeded. No more Twitter for me today. Apparently I read too much. Bro, what the f? Oh. Okay, hold on. This is why we need the Omni News Network, guys. I really don't like the phrasing in this article. Footage of the incident captured by a passerby showed 2 officers standing on the driver's side of the car, one of whom discharged his gun at the driver despite not appearing to face any immediate threat.
Time to move to Mastodon.
When I read that, what it says is the guy was in his car and for literally no reason, the cop just shot him. That's what this reads like. That was the impression that I got. That's not really what happened. Now, did the cops deserve to shoot the kid? Maybe not, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to, obviously we're still reading. I need to know more about the case, but this is not really an accurate summary of what happened. That is literally what I thought happened. Yeah. CNN trying to top their Kenosha coverage. Jesus. What does this mean for Macron? Macron gave himself 100 days to heal the country and reset his presidency after weeks of protests against unpopular pension reforms earlier this year. But hopes for a reset are now likely to be hampered by the widespread protests. It has not gone unnoticed that Macron attended an Elton John concert on Wednesday as cars burned and buildings were defaced across the country. The French government is working to avoid a repeat of 2005 when the deaths of 2 teenage boys hiding from police set off a state of emergency amid 3 weeks of rioting. Bro, what are you guys doing in France? Macron did cut short his attendance at a European Council summit in Brussels that had been due to last through Friday. He announced a ban on all large-scale events in France, including celebratory events.
All the discourses around the kid's death and whether it was justified or not, it's horrendous, I'll say. The driver took the brakes off and the car jerked forward when he actually starts accelerating, and you can hear it.
Well, yeah, we did hear it. It sounded like he was accelerating. You can hear the engine, right? Why do French police look like they're NASCAR drivers? What are these outfits? They're bike cops. Oh, makes sense. Okay. Motorcycle police.
Death seems justified. He was illegally driving and likely would try to run, putting others in danger.
Destiny, there's not a single country on earth that likes their police. Everyone shits on their cops. True. I mean, it's kind of true always, right? Like, when you're in the military, somebody can be wrong, but don't people shit on MPs as well? Like, does anybody really like to be policed? Macron did cut short his attendance at a European Council. Okay, and then including celebratory events and numerous gatherings, and urged parents to keep their children at home, saying many of those detained were young. Macron has also called for social media platforms to help damp down the demonstrations, asking TikTok and Snapchat to withdraw the most sensitive content and to identify users who employ social networks to call for disorder or to exacerbate violence. What led to the unrest? Activists believe Nahel's race was a factor in his killing, unraveling deep-rooted tensions over police discrimination against minoritized communities in France. Secularism, known as laïcité, I have no idea, is a key foundation of French culture as it seeks to uphold equality for all by erasing markers of indifference, including race. But many people of color in France say they're more likely to be victims of police brutality than white people. Many people of color in France say that they are more likely to be victims of police brutality than white people. A 2017 study by the rights defenders and independent human rights watchdog in France found that young men perceived to be black or Arab were 20 times more likely to be stopped by police than their peers. Accusations of brutality have long plagued French police. The Council of Europe criticized excessive use of force by state agents in a statement earlier this year during protests against Macron's unpopular pension reforms. Rights groups like Amnesty International have accused French police of ethnic profiling and have recommended a deep systemic reform to address the discrimination. The UN called on France to address deep issues of racism and discrimination in law enforcement in the agency's first comments since the killing. In a statement on Friday, a spokesperson for the UN High Commission for Human Rights urged French authorities to ensure use of force by police to address violent elements in demonstrations always respects the principles of legality, necessity, proportionality, non-discrimination, precaution, and accountability. Wow, bros. Thanks for the tier 3 sub, everybody. The French Ministry of Foreign Affairs later rebuffed the UN's comments, saying France and its police forces fight with determination against racism and all forms of discrimination. There can be no doubt about this commitment.
Let it be known that on this day, July 1st, the beautiful DGG chat was sacrificed and replaced by a spitting Charmander. Spitting Charmander, spitting Charmander, spitting Charmander.
Stop. The use of force by the National Police and Gendarmerie, I don't know what the fuck this is. Is it like the SWAT French police or something? Or, military force with law enforcement duties among the civilian population. It's governed by the principles of absolute necessity and proportionality, strictly framed and controlled, the ministry added. Is it safe to travel to France? As peak travel season gets underway, multiple countries issued warnings to those visiting France where domestic transport networks have been disrupted. The Interior Ministry announced that public transportation, including buses and tramways, would shut down across the country by 9 p.m. local time, ahead of a fourth night of expected protests. Why do I need... I guess it's probably habit, but like... Do I really need to know in my time what time the buses are shutting down? Like, they're shutting at 9 o'clock French time. What's that in EST? Like, do you really need that? Okay. Limited curfews were imposed in Clamart and Neuilly-sur-Marne, while some bus services were disrupted in Paris, but the metro system was operating as normal. The Nanterre Prefecture